Hey guys, BrickQueen here with another Avengers Endgame Lego set to review for you guys. This is the Avengers Compound Battle, and this one is set number 76131. It has 699 pieces and cost about $100. So probably a little bit overpriced, but still a really great set in my opinion. I think if I were going to recommend it to you, I would say probably wait for it to go on sale, but it's definitely worth getting at some point whenever you're able to. So this is the only one of the Avengers sets that comes with Thanos, or the Endgame sets. He does come in an Infinity War set, and there's a couple other sets you can get him in, but this is the only Endgame Thanos that you get. So this Thanos looks a little bit different than the older Thanos, and you do have the armor on the arms, which I think is really cool. Nice detailing on the torso, and then he's got this hammer that this part kind of spins around. It's a little odd. I don't think it should do that, but anyway, still really cool. And you do get the Infinity Gauntlet in the set, but I'll show you where that's at in just a moment. First, let me get a couple of little extra things out of the way here. So, like these pieces right here are kind of extras that come with Captain Marvel stuff, along with these. Kind of make it look like she has flaming hands if you use those. We have an extra missile here. We also have a brick separator, which is not the usual orange color. So I kind of like that it's not the same orange color as in most sets. It's definitely not exclusive, but anyway, that's just a little side note. I'm going to take all of this stuff and just kind of slide it out of the way for right now so we can look at the set more. So we do have one other villain in the set, and that is just this Outrider, which we do get in other sets, so it's not super anything special, but this one does have the 4 arms. It's one of those. So, I mean, it's nice to just have one kind of thrown in there, but anyway. Oh, and another thing, before I get too far into this, I do want to say, yes, I have seen the movie, but I am not going to include any spoilers in this video. I do plan on doing another video later on that will have spoilers, but not this one. No, this review will be spoiler free for you guys that have not seen it yet. All I will say is I do recommend you see it as soon as possible. It's a great movie. You'll love it. But that's as much as I'm going to say about that. So, actually, I'm going to go ahead and move this guy kind of out of the way too, and I'll put him back later. But of course, we've got Thanos there. We do have 2 big figs in this set, which is kind of unusual. They don't usually include 2 big figs in the same set, but they did this time. And of course, it is Hulk. This is another different version of Hulk, and I don't know if you can see it because his pants are this really dark blue, but there is actually some black lines, some detailing on the pants. Probably really hard to see, but I guess you might just have to take my word for it that it's there. But you guys know what the big figs are like. You can move the arms, and you can never move the legs. I really hate that. I'm still hoping that one day they decide to update their big figs so that you can move the legs. I just want them to be able to move the legs. Well, and turn the head too. That would be nice too. Just kind of side note for the 2 big figs. That's what I'd like to see in the future. Maybe one day we'll get that. And this is Captain Marvel, which, unless I'm mistaken, I think this figure is identical to the one that was in the actual Captain Marvel movie set. I think this is an identical figure. I don't think there's any differences whatsoever. If anybody knows of anything different, please point that out to me. Let me know in the comments. But I think it's the same one. And not a bad figure. It does look fairly accurate to what her character looks like. And she does have a second face, smiling, which you don't see very often from the actual character. But yeah, that's really the normal face you see with her. Kind of just a normal face, I guess. Anyway, so Captain Marvel there. It's really cool that we have so many different characters included in this, including one of my favorites, and that is a tiny version of Ant-Man. And the level of detailing that they managed to include on this is frankly just amazing to me. I love how much detailing they got into it. They really did a good job designing the suit onto this tiny little micro figure. And get this, because this is such a small figure and LEGO is actually being really considerate and concerned that you might lose it, they include an extra one. So you do get 2 of these in this set, which is probably my favorite part about this set, just the fact that they do give you an extra micro Ant-Man in case you lose one, because Ant-Man is probably going to get lost in a few houses. Now, let me kind of move some of these figures around so we can take a look at the set. So, this is the Avengers compound, and I think it's really cool that we do get this whole compound because we have seen like the Avengers Tower, so it's nice to just have, you know, kind of their new headquarters. And you also get the helicopter, and there's also another vehicle inside here. You can open this door and have your minifigures walk into there, or you can lift up the gate, which there's really no easier way to lift the gate, unfortunately. You just have to kind of do that to push that open yourself. And then you have this. You can lift that up to let that come on out there. You have this little vehicle here. And it's kind of a nice little Avengers truck, basically. And we do have Iron Man, of course. Couldn't skip Iron Man being in this set, of course. It's a really nice version of Iron Man. I like the detailing on it. And if you open the mask up, there's his face. And it does have a second face, so it's kind of got the screens on there, which I think is a really nice touch. So there is our Iron Man. And on this truck, you do have a couple of stud shooters that you can kind of rotate around to which direction you want to fire those off. And that's funny, it bounced up and landed inside here, so you'll see that again in a minute. But all in all, nice little design for that. And I'm just gonna let that kind of slide back inside there and try to pull this closed again. Have to get that to go back a little further. There we go. And also a helicopter, because we've got all kinds of stuff in this compound, which I think is awesome. So the helicopter is just a basic helicopter design, nothing super fancy in my opinion, although I do love the rapid fire stud shooter on the front, and you guys have seen these before. They're fantastically awesome, and you can turn this either direction, which is great, and basically just put your finger or thumb on there and just turn it like that, and you can fire multiple studs really quickly and also lose them even quicker. And the set did come with extra studs, but I did not get those out for this video. They're off to the side somewhere. But all in all, nice little helicopter here. And we do have Nebula in her Avengers outfit here, her Avengers suit, which I think is great. It's a nice version of Nebula. And there's the back. Just nice detailing. The suit, you've heard me say, I feel like I've said it 100 times. I wish that the suit were maybe a little bit different for each one, but I understand, after seeing the movie, I understand why it is the way it is, and that's all I'm going to say about that, because I don't want to spoil anything. But, actually, let me move that again. You can see there's the inside of it. There's not too terribly many stickers in this set. There are a few, but not enough that I would complain, if that makes any sense. I don't think there's too many stickers, is what I'm trying to say. So, over here we do have a satellite dish. You can kind of adjust to where you want to try to get a signal from, I guess. And we also have extra stud shooters that are basically to protect anybody coming close to the compound, or protect from anybody coming close to the compound. You can't move the, well, actually you can move them up to that level to shoot straight out, but they can't shoot any higher than that. So mostly it's for shooting down from the top up here. But there's 2 stud shooters on each side there, so that's kind of a nice thing to include for protection. And you kind of try to lift this up a little bit, and you can see the Avengers logo for the landing pad there. And that's where the helicopter sits at, just like that. And here's the back side. You can see where the truck sits there. In the middle, in between here, there's kind of a little walkway for your figures, and also some tools over here for them to get for various reasons. You can see the tools in there. A little computer screen where you can see they are monitoring, kind of examining the Infinity Gauntlet. And there's a real easy way to get to the Infinity Gauntlet, and that is this piece right here. It just pulls out. And then you have the Infinity Gauntlet. And it only comes with 2 of the stones, which I'm a little saddened by. You only have those 2 stones. So you have to get other sets in order to get the other stones. In the Infinity War sets, they had 1 stone in each of those sets. So, I mean, it's kind of different, but it's still the same gauntlet. You just get 2 stones. So they kind of have these red bars to, it's kind of like a security measure to keep them, you know, safe, essentially. Or you can kind of fold that part down that direction. And you do have a whole Avengers table up there for them to have meetings or just eat dinner, whichever. And there's also the flick-fire missiles up here, which you can adjust like this, or you can turn all the way around to fire. And you guys know they're pretty easy to fire. You just kind of push down just ever so slightly and they fly off. So it's very easy to hurt somebody with those, so careful. You have another little Avengers symbol on the side, which I think this one's kind of random, but that's right above where the Infinity Gauntlet is. So I don't know if that has anything to do with why they put that there, but it's there. You also have a little door down here, so you can open it up and go in that way. But that is the whole set. So now that you have seen everything and all the awesome figures and big figs that come with the set, let me know what you think about it. Is there anything that you would change about this set? Or do you love it the way it is? Personally, I like the set. I think it's slightly overpriced, but still worth getting at some point, even if you don't want to pay full price for it. And like I said, I will be doing another video at some point discussing the accuracy of the sets to the movie. I don't know exactly when that'll happen, but I'll talk about that later. So, let me know your thoughts about this one in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Before you go, don't forget to click my picture to subscribe to the channel. And if you already subscribed, you can click the thumbnail to check out more of my videos.